Are you ready, fellas?
One, two, three.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance.
I've never been able to, I suppose, do anything in a pigeonholable way, nor do I sing jazz in a pigeonholable way.
I am on a lonely road and I am traveling.
I had this whole life, actually, I realize, of cultural diplomacy. I lived in Italy for 5 years and I worked with an Italian theater company. I was able to travel to Asia. I studied with a Balinese dance master, and the musical theater that I've performed in and studied, it all kind of finds its way into our set list. Twist. It kind of talks about the music. So we like to take influences from outside the jazz repertoire and also use the jazz repertoire, but twist them around, change the genres, change the grooves, and create a lot of surprise and freshness in the sound. I had an experience when I was a child of seeing war on television in color and going, what is this? How can this be real? Because I feel extremely strongly about world peace, and that impetus helped me to write the words for a song that we call No Borders. It's a funky art song, now we know what it is. It was so interesting to view the collaborative process between myself and Candace as the producer and Jason as the music director, and then there was Andrew Higgins on the bass and Jim Zimmerman on the drums, and so that was sort of like the core of what we recorded, and later on we introduced the oudou and the Latin percussion sounds that kind of really filled that out. It was so exciting for me to have written this song and to have it come to life and be on the CD. So for me to say, all right, I want to release this CD in a jazz club, and I want the jazz club to be in my hometown, New York. This is like, I can do this, oh my God. So I really, I was deeply honored and deeply thrilled to be able to release it at the Iridium on 51st and Broadway, right in the center of New York.
My dear, I'll never be lonely.
When the opportunity to bring the band to the Bangkok 10th International Festival of Dance and Music was presented to me, I was thrilled to present our music and have so many people be so fascinated by it. The line at intermission to sign CDs was like out the door, and that thrilled me just as much as performing on this immense stage, because I could see the reality of how my music could reach across cultural lines and affect people. What is my French connection, you know? I mean, ever since I was a kid, I've had a whole thing about France. I was always a language geek. Many times through the years, people have said to me, you know, you should sing French music. So I thought, all right, I've got a French connection. I had the opportunity last summer to go and perform in Paris. I felt so accepted by the French public. They loved it. I was so encouraged to go on singing French jazz that I came back to the States, and 2 months later, we debuted French Connection. And so we're going to be taking that show to the landmark Cornelia Street Cafe in New York.
The cafe where we had to send the lunch back.
I relish that opportunity to bring joy to an audience.
Another song about Paris.
Another French connection, our brilliant young bass player, Albin Suffis, is organizing a show and a masterclass for us to do in Lille, France. And we also hope to bring that band to Paris to perform in yet another venue there. To perform in Paris. How could I refuse such an opportunity?